Welcome back to James Lake Show. Today, I wanted to explore a subject which I think people don't really think about the ramifications of it enough to try and understand that if you unravel one stitch, the whole kind of thing just comes apart. Now, the question is this: did we ever go to the moon? And if we didn't, then what ramifications would that have on the data and the information and the beliefs that we hold today? Now, my belief is it literally changes everything. The minute that you, for right or for wrong, believe that the moon landing could be fake. Now, there's some basic points that I thought, I haven't really got any notes for this, but I just thought I would first outline before anyone thinks it's stupid we didn't go to the moon. I don't think anyone thinks that now. I think most people kind of believe, at best, there's some question marks, and at worst, it's a complete fraud. Now, I'm not saying what part I believe, but look, I'm going to look at circumstantial evidence. I'm going to look at the actual evidence, and I'm going to come to my own conclusion, and I think that there's only one conclusion that you can come to, but I'm not going to put words in your mouth. And I mean, what do we have? We have the Van Allen radiation belts. How did they get past the Van Allen radiation belts? Even when they said themselves at the time they didn't have the technology to get humans through them safely. And up until that point, we'd only been within a few hundred miles of Earth. And then for the moon landings, we literally went like hundreds of thousands out, came back, and it all worked out fine, which even in itself, a circumstantial evidence is like, really? Do you think that happened? Obviously, now you're talking about the more crazy ones. We lost the telemetry data. Like, yeah, sure, the most important mission in human history literally paved the way for humankind. Like, wow, what a tremendous feat. Well, we lost the data. We didn't put them in a safe. We didn't keep a copy. No, we lost it. Also, they lost the official moon landing videos. The only reason we can even watch the moon landing videos now from the future is because they were recorded from the TV. Lucky people had their VCRs on. But if it wasn't for that, it would be impossible to watch, which in itself is crazy. Like, if that doesn't make you go, I don't know what will. How did they record themselves leaving the moon? I don't know if you guys have seen that video. I will post a few videos in here so we can actually look back together. But there's a camera that moves up as it leaves the moon. The most, I don't know. It just seems highly fishy to me. A note that I've got, a note that I forgot to put on here that and you guys can Google, which is just, this is batshit crazy, is they gave moon rocks to certain nations when they came back, like as a gift, a token of their tremendous feat. And it turns out that it was petrified wood, confirmed. The one that was in the Holland Museum or the Netherlands Museum or whatever, wood. Crazy. Super fishy. I mean, we're now, so the moon rocks weren't moon rocks, but we're still believing they went to the moon? Like, no. Come on. I mean, that's cognitive dissonance. Why do the astronauts refuse to swear on the Bible that they went? I don't know if you guys have seen that video. They refuse to put their hand on the Bible and say they swear they walked on the moon. And the guy offering even offers them money as well. He goes, I'll give you money. All you got to do is swear on the Bible that you went to the moon. But they don't want to do it.
Mr. Armstrong, Bart Sibrel, ABC Digital. Wanted to give you the opportunity to swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon. Will you put your left hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Gentlemen. Mr. Sibrel.
Yes? If you really walked on the moon, why would you not do that? So why don't you just put the end to the record in the argument and put your hand on the Bible, swear to God you walked on the moon?
Mr. Sibrel, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
Really? Well, no, it's a real Bible. You have the opportunity to have $5,000.
The meeting is not open.
Well, you have $5,000 cash. You can give it to charity if you swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon.
Please
I have the tape.
It'd be fine.
Why have we not been back since the 60s? Why is the boot print that they left different? And how did the president have a phone call with the astronauts with no delay when speaking to people on the International Space Station has a delay? It just doesn't make any sense. And that's just a few points. You could sit and you could go into it and it's like, I really struggle to understand the evidence supporting it with the exception of the shaky video footage. And I don't mean literally shaky. I mean shaky as in seems kind of fake. So there's a lot of evidence against the moon landing. And a lot of people who would consider themselves like truth seekers, red pill people, they believe that the moon landing was fake. But then they believe in everything else after that being true. Now, let me just play something out. If the moon landing was fake, then that would mean that the first shot of our Earth outside of like being within the orbit of the Earth, like close orbit, that would be the first time the Earth has ever been viewed. So if the moon landing is fake and that photo from the moon of Earth is in fact a fake image of Earth, then at what point did the photo become real? And isn't it some crazy coincidence that the photo of Earth that we believe is fake because of the evidence that suggests the moon landing is fake, if that turns out to be the case, then at what point did the photos become real? And isn't it crazy that when we went on real moon missions after, or real space missions after, that the Earth came out looking just as they thought? So if you believe the moon landing is fake, then at what point did everything become real? That's kind of like a cheating girlfriend cheats on you at the start of the relationship, and then when she starts telling the same kind of lies later on, you say, no, that was before. I think that was fake. We were in the space race. We were just racing against Russia. Like, maybe it's a situation where one lie means that they're stuck in a lie, and that's that. Because when you actually start looking at pictures of the Earth, they're all different. And you get a lot of people who are kind of accepting enough to think, because I tell you why they can do it. It's because you can accept the moon landing is fake, but everything else is real, because you don't really have to drag your whole worldview into question. You can kind of be, no disrespect, but you can kind of be cowardly in keeping your worldview safe. Like, no, that was just we were fighting the USSR in a space race, so that's the reason why that was a lie. But the Earth and everything as we're told is correct. But then you start looking and you see that, okay, we pay $73 million, I think it is, per day for photos. And the only way that we would believe in everything the way it's shown is from the photos that are propagated us from NASA and government agencies. And also worth noting that NASA was started by Nazis. It means to deceive in Hebrew. That's what NASA means. You can go and check that out. And even the man who started NASA, Wernher von Braun, a bona fide Nazi, he had on his tombstone Psalms 19:1. And Psalms 19:1 is, let me actually just quote it, make sure I get it right, because I don't want to get this. Psalms 19. Because why would, let me show you. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. So even the man who started NASA is making reference to that. And then you realize that, okay, if that was potentially the biggest deception in human history, that sets us off at a level where you can't go backwards or change the story, because everyone will be like, what the? You lied to us? It's all a lie? So a lie propagates more lies. So essentially, if you're looking and thinking about the moon landing logically, I believe that there's only one conclusion, and that's it unravels everything thereafter. Because we have, if you're on the page of the moon landing being fake, then we know that the photo of Earth from the moon is fake. And if the photo of Earth from the moon is fake, that was the first time they were ever able to view the Earth from that far away. However, we've had a constant stream of photos since, which look pretty much the same, but all a little bit different. Land masses change ratios, and some have more sea, some have less sea. But essentially, they agreed upon a lie and then pushed that out and out and out. And if you are to believe in the moon landing being fake, I think it brings serious question into everything thereafter. And I know some people are even going to be like, yo, but what about Elon Musk and this? Look, I don't know about Elon Musk. I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's not. But here's something very interesting, is even he doesn't have full clearance to SpaceX. And you can check that. Go Google now. Mainstream news will confirm that he doesn't have clearance to his own company. So also, notwithstanding the fact that if he had question marks on the legitimacy of the space programs, on the Mars rover, which hasn't been serviced in 10 years, and it's just cruising around Mars, which in itself is kind of crazy. But if he has question marks, but he's been down this deep presentation to us as the public, he might be too far to go back now. So he's compromised by his own lies. Does that make sense? Because his ego wouldn't want to not be the hero, wouldn't not be this. And look, I don't know what's true, what's not true. I'm just playing out a scenario that Elon doesn't have to be actively lying to us for this to be a load of nonsense. He could also be victim to this. The fact that he doesn't have full clearance, that's crazy. But yeah, I believe that upon the biggest lie, potentially biggest lie in human history, you unravel that, everything starts unraveling. And even in the latest moon mission, have you guys seen that the Earth is smaller than the moon is from the Earth? So when you look at the moon from the moon is X size. But when you look at the Earth from the moon, the Earth was smaller. So now we know for sure one of them is fake, if not both. I think both. But we just know by own physics and the way that we see things, it would be a physical impossibility for the Earth to be smaller than the moon. We're already told that the Earth is literally exponentially way bigger than the moon. So that doesn't make any logical sense. That's just like a slip. Or maybe it's not a slip. Maybe they're wanting to tell us the truth. But yeah, guys, I'm going to keep making these videos because these are super interesting. Conspiracy is my passion. And I'm going to be like a soft entry because my views are actually pretty crazy, pretty extreme for people who haven't been down a truth-seeking exercise like me. And I've literally spent years doing this. But I'm just trying to get you guys to think about the fact that if you believe the moon landing is fake, then that puts everything after that event into question. And if everything after that event is into question, then your whole worldview needs to be questioned. Because we believe in the Big Bang, which links to evolution, which links to this kind of huge thing of chance where there's infinite versions of me, you, all this kind of stuff, so say. Or now they're saying we could even be in a black hole. Imagine if that was all just a lie of people trying to show that they're the most knowledgeable, so we need to listen to them. Because I think that that's been the power game. I think the power game has been that we are presented with information that we would never be able to understand ourselves because we don't have the technology to go there. It's way above our pay grade, way above our understanding of anything. And we just sit here like little puppy dogs. Like, okay, yeah, we went to the moon, okay. And we listen to them and then they have control of us. Anyway, that's not definitely the motive. It could just be an out-and-out tax scam. But I believe that this whole deck of lies has made us these godless people, and I want to explore it. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and follow me on Instagram, James Lake Show. I love you all, and I look forward to uncovering more truth. We're just going to keep, and also, any ideas on things you want me to talk about, I probably have some basic knowledge or understanding on it because I'm so deep in all this stuff. But I'm going to start going deeper, and you're going to start to understand the way I see everything. I just wanted to give people a soft in that if you believe the moon landings are fake, then everything is under question. And if everything is under question, prepare to have your worldview shattered. Because if you don't, and you aren't prepared, then you're looking at a lie and then making other stuff fit in with the lie. And that's cognitive dissonance. Because when you understand the fact that if that earth is fake, that means every earth after that was fake. So hang on, what's true? Hang on, is this as per the Bible, as per the Quran? Is the earth flat? Is the earth something that cannot be moved? Is it on pillars? Is it spread like the Quran says? Possibly. Possibly. That a lot of people are scared to bring into question because we've spent our whole lives being propagated by science, by photos. And in many cases, that can be people's identity because it's their knowledge. It's their like, I'm smart, I did well at school, I did this. Hang on. Did they not give me the correct information? Am I not smart? But that doesn't mean you being smart or dumb. But people believe that their certification from school is going to make them smart or dumb. So to bring it into question, that's why people are so protective over it. It's like a strike against your ego, when really the most smart thing is to be open-minded enough to listen to new information objectively, because most people struggle. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Over and out.